I just did my hair so it wouldn't go in the soup.
Today is Saturday, March, what was it, 10th?
March 10th.
March 10th,
You
2012.
wanna get some lipstick on.
And, and we are making veggie soup today. All right.
Squirt that in the bottom and then take your hand and rub it all around.
All right.
Oh no, more than that. More than that.
Okay.
More than that. Here, let me get it.
Let Nanny show you the proper amount.
Yes.
Okay. Just the bottom. Just the bottom.
Okay. All right, got it. And what should I do with this greasy hand?
Oh, just a minute. I got a little bit of bacon in here. Just run your hand in here.
Oh, put it in the skillet.
Yeah.
Put my hand in the skillet.
It's some in there, but put more in.
All right.
Put it up the sides a little bit there. Okay, let's get the meat sliced first. Okay. Pull it apart as you slice it then.
Okay.
We're going to cook it for 1 hour.
You don't want big hunks of meat in your soup, do you?
Yeah. No, I don't. I like the shred.
Yeah, me too.
Flavor through.
Yeah. You got this fruit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put in these carrots in cold water. Great.
Okay.
How about the celery?
Flour your meat. This is about 3.5 pounds of London broil.
In the hunk. And then take it out, lay it on here, slice it. While one slices, just pull it apart, whatever you want.
Brown it,
yeah.
then cook it for an hour.
Yeah.
Then slice it and pull it apart. After browning, we put them in the pot.
I just brown it
Leftover
quick.
water.
Now, since you ain't done
Turn that pot on high.
until it comes to a boil, then we'll turn it down.
What were you saying about the fat?
Since you don't eat the fat and the fat on the meat, all of this goes in there. It'll help it a little bit more. Just drain the skillet.
Hey, Mommy, where's your automatic pan opener? On the board?
Right here, center on, very lightly with the lid on.
All right.
The beans you do.
Here.
And the tomatoes keep other vegetables from getting done.
Right. So we don't want them in until the last.
Yeah, so all the other ones just on the verge of being soft.
Okay. What if
Put this down.
Okay.
Let me see something more. I believe you can get some of that in there, Sandy. Just goes
Michael
small here.
Michael bought very nice cabbage. There's not much core in it.
True line,
Toward the center, we won't have them big pieces out like that. But back here, you can have them. You can have that like this, because see, they're all going to cook up.
Here, are we gonna pop?
8 course.
Should I use all of it? Did you record that? She's so great at cutting stuff.
And go poof.
Okay.
Did you?
Oh,
Do what?
just shift it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Uneven
Each time
heat
you
on it.
lift the lid and stir, move the pan a little.
And once it's reached a fast boil, turn it back to 5. For an hour. Hey, you're messing up the soup.
Whoa! What'd you say?
You're messing up the soup. You're ruining
Christmas.
You're ruining Christmas. Well, it kind of seems how you were doing it, but all right.
Like that.
Now explain what you're doing here. What?
Take them one at a time and cut it on the cutting board. Not like that.
Mom, this is why you eat your food so slow. You know how meticulous.
That's how I'm very slow.
Really? You wouldn't cut it like I did?
I would have, yeah, but the end was bifurcated and then sliced so as to avoid large chunks. If it's boiling too quickly, turn it back to 4. Now we're going to process 4 cups celery. Don't cut it too big. Chop up an onion, not too fine. Maybe an onion and a half.
Don't have me cussing.
All right.
She didn't. He didn't.
Oh, Sandy, don't throw them away. Wash them and bring them back.
I will.
And we're going to put the carrots in this water here once we've chopped.
This one in. This is your
4 cups carrots. And all right, after half an hour, we've turned off the pot and the heat. Yes, and we're going to let it sit there because it was a tender cut and didn't need to cook a whole hour.
I guess that's all out, yeah. Maybe 3 bay leaves then. Don't cut them up because they're too hard to take out. Put the whole thing in.
Yeah. And we shred the meat.
Well, she's going to slice it and you're going to do this. Look.
Pull it apart.
Mm-hmm.
Just do this.
Yeah,
Shred your meat.
Even though it's cooked up so long.
Add 3 bay leaves. Once you shredded it, throw the meat back in the pot and turn the heat up on medium high. Putting the bouillon cubes in there now. Turned up the heat to high. Putting 4 bouillon cubes in there and about a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper to add a little something to this. Add the cabbage and the onions. The heat is still on high.
Until it starts boiling.
Mama,
Well,
figure out
boiling.
once it starts cooking.
It wasn't cooking, was it, Mike?
It was simmering.
Simmering.
Okay. Soon as it starts.
Well, I'm going to have a cup of coffee since you people are drinking.
Well, I hope there's enough there for you.
But once the...
Boiling, cut back to 5.
Yeah.
And over here, we're peeling the potatoes. All
Okay.
right, well, one
Okay,
mason
Mom.
jar full of
Mommy, how
sliced
about the
tomatoes.
VA juice? You want that too?
Oh, yeah.
In a
I
separate
forgot
pot
about
now.
that. How come it come in this?
It didn't.
I had a big jug of it and I poured some in there.
Was it good, the jug? Good?
Yeah, freshly opened.
I can never get these open.
Put a little broth in a can of tomato soup too. I guess loosen up the tomato soup and pour it in your pot. Stir that up.
Out here
Tomato mixture on low.
on the top.
10 more minutes.
Not top shelf.
Now
And
we're
carrots in there now, I think.
chunking up the potatoes.
We can do
Hopefully
that.
that let the steam roll back in the pan.
Now we're adding the celery.
That gets over everything.
Alright.
Don't put the carrots in like that.
Can I dump the water out of it?
You have to dump the water out. Is it a lot of broth?
Yeah, it's a good bit of broth.
Yeah, I don't want to put any more in.
Because of how full our pot is, we're moving some of the contents to a smaller pan. Get the pan up to a high level. Once it starts cooking, add your frozen corn and
See, I got that frozen stuff in there, and it's going to take a little bit. This is out, so I got this back. And we'll taste that, Nanny. I'm going to put them all in.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're adding the green beans.
There. As soon as that starts cooking, I'm going to turn it
We
down.
maybe should have added them sooner, but that's okay. Okay, now we're timing 15 minutes on the vegetables once they've all been added.
Damn. I think that's stuck.
Oh, it doesn't look black, Mom. You're alright.
Turn that back. Meanwhile, the Great Northern beans go right out of the can, evidently.
Yeah.
Without training.
I'm going to put the potatoes in here because I can't, these about done in here.
Okay.
I'm going to throw them in.
Mm-hmm.
And the peas.
Peas can go in the other pot. What do you think?
Yeah, the peas. And this, be a 10-minute thing here. I'm gonna
10 minutes
turn
from
this
now?
down.
Okay.
On the big
Oh, wasn't recording.
Yeah,
Just put a
I
big
wanna
can
taste
of Great
it.
Northern beans in our tomato mixture. Turn that on low. Meanwhile, our potatoes are cooking. And our big pot is still
Got
going.
to see how he looks. Anything else goes in there?
Nope, I think we
10
remembered everything. Cabbage, onions,
10 minutes
celery,
for the
carrots,
veggies in the big pot.
tomatoes,
Green
made
beans.
soup, V8.
Testing the potatoes for doneness.
Put it on low.
Okay.
Putting the potatoes on low.
Just a little bit more, not much.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna have it ready in 5 minutes.
Both of them. Yeah.
Decent. Yeah. Yeah.
Done?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, shall I turn everything on? Not quite? That must have been
That
one.
wasn't quite.
That was the one I cut, Mom.
Yeah,
The
it's
tomato.
Right.
I think we're gonna be ready.
All right.
Okay. It's gonna be hard to lift on there if I have to cook it more.
That's fine. Now, are you gonna put this back here?
I might.
Okay. Here. Okay.
I think it'll all go in.
Mhm. Up to the last little.
Yeah, we do. Uh-oh.
We'll do it. Well, we can spoon it out now.
I'm gonna take some out
Yeah.
anyway,
Boy, that's.
as soon as I mix it
How about that?
together.
One more half an ounce and. Wait a minute.
Don't rinse that out.
Okay, come
We're
on.
gonna have to let that cool a good bit. I ain't gonna put any more in there, I don't think, right now. I want each of you to take a little bowl of this and tell me what it means.
Perfect timing. We're just tasting it.
Just got it
Oh my
done.
goodness.
So you have to give her a little bowl.
Yeah.
Now-
Now, I'll pour it now? Sure. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I haven't
I
eaten it.
tell you though, longer it sets, the better it gets. You just
Yeah.
made it now, so.
True. Well, I'll get to compare. I'll get
Yeah.
to compare. I'll
Well,
put it down
later.
and I'll have it later. Right.
Yeah, get her some out of this one too. 'Cause I couldn't get them all in one pan.
The different pans, there's no difference, it's just
Mhm.
that maybe a little
More stuff.
more circle.
I had too much to put all in one pan, so I had to.
It's better to make a lot. Right.
Can you move up here?
Sure.
I don't know what I wanna call you anymore. I
Stacy.
call Joe, I
Call
call
Joe, my father,
Rogers.
half the time.
Call Rogers girl Steffi. No